Happy Tuesday, you guys. I know it's actually going to feel a little like a Monday because we were out of school yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about division on Brain Pop yesterday. I wanted it to be sort of simple and sort of easy so you can enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys had a good Memorial Day weekend. Maybe your family did a little barbecuing. Um, Maybe you guys celebrated in different ways, watching some movies or something around Memorial's Day. I'm not sure, but I hope you guys had a really good long weekend. And don't forget, I hope you guys are making sure you stay safe as well. So let's get into what we're going to be working on this week. So we're working on division, which is why you had that brain pop assignment and that introduction to division. So yesterday you learned about the different parts of division, which are like the dividends, the divisor, and the quotient. So I'll try to make sure I'm using that language throughout our assignment today. Um, but you should be familiar with that from the video as well as Mr. Smith teaching that to you in class. I know he had a lot of anchor charts up dealing with division, and I know a lot of times kiddos um, are thinking that division is a challenge, but I guarantee if you follow all of the steps, you'll be fine. So if you don't follow all the steps, if you try to do some lazy work, then yes, you are going to struggle. That's a guarantee. But as long as you follow all the steps in this video and remember all the steps that Mr. Smith taught you, as well as the video yesterday, you'll be fine and you'll be good to go for your independent practice as well as your exit ticket. We'll be dealing with division all this week, so I hope you guys are really paying attention to all of the videos, following the videos all the way through. Again, pausing when necessary in case you missed a step. Make sure you have pencil and paper next to you and you're working out these problems with me, not just watching me, because again, it's not entertainment. This is actually your learning as well. If you have any questions, make sure you text me, call me before you submit your work because I want you to turn in high quality work so you can get a grade in my class. All right, let's get started. This is just sort of a review. Our introduction is sort of like our Please Do Now. It's just the just to get us thinking about the problems we had last week. We went over using some strategies when we see those zeros, and we also have to multiply by a two-digit number. So let's go ahead and get into it for today. Our introduction. And again, we are going to divide numbers without decomposing using the algorithm. So I'll show you that in our guided practice for your exit ticket and your independent practice. But let's go ahead and knock out our introduction. So remember, when we see a lot of zeros, we can go ahead with our strategy of just adding these zeros at the end. So let's go ahead and just multiply 35 times 2, making it a lot more simple for us. 2 times 5 is going to give you 10. Regroup that 1. 2 times 3 is going to give you 6. Plus that 1 gives you 7. Very simple, especially since you've been practicing your math facts in my class. And I hope you guys are also practicing on your own with fun math games. Now I have 70 as my answer for 35 times 2. I am simply going to come and add 3 zeros to the end of my answer. 1, 2, 3. That was a little wonky. Let me go ahead and do that again. That was 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add my comma at the end. Don't add your comma after you find this answer because you're not sure where you're going to need to separate. So I'm going to come in 3, 1, 2, 3, add my comma between the hundreds and thousands, and my answer is 70,000. So 35 times 2,000 gives you 70,000. Let's come on over here and see if anyone forgot these steps. Don't forget, when you multiplying by a two-digit number, it's not as simple as multiplying by a single digit. You are going to have to do some additional steps at the end. So I'm curious to see who remembers. Let's go ahead and start in the ones place, multiplying by this 4. 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. 4 times 3 is going to give me 12. I'm simply going to just write 12 straight down here because there's nothing else to multiply by. Now I'm moving over to the tens place, remembering what to do when we start on this second row. So I'm going to give you actually 5 seconds to try to remember. What do you do? What do I do in this place? So what digit do I put in this ones place when I'm working with this tens, with the digit in the tens place? If you said you put a 0 as your placeholder, you were correct. Awesome sauce for remembering. Now I'm going to come over and start multiplying from the tens place. 5 times 2 is going to give me 10. Bringing that 0 to the tens place, we're grouping that 1 up here. 5 times 3 is going to give me 15 plus this 1 gives me 16. I can go ahead and write 16 because there's nothing else up there for me to multiply by. Now, we got another step that you got to remember. What do we do with these two numbers, 128 and 1600? What do I do with those numbers? Do I subtract them? Do I divide them? Do I multiply them again? What do I do with these two numbers? Think about it. Think about it. You should have said you add them because that is what we do in the second step. We add these two numbers together to come up with our solution. 8 plus 0 is 8, 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 6 is 7, bring it down at 1. My answer is 1,728. And I actually said and that's a big no-no. You shouldn't say and, so my answer again is 1,728. I hope 1 and 2 was easy peasy for you because that was just a quick review. Go ahead and meet me in guided practice for our 4 practice problems so that we can do those problems together.